What's a law firm to do when its attorneys don't produce the thought leadership that its leadership and marketing department want it to produce? Well, it can draw inspiration from McKinsey and take the good old-fashioned carrot and stick approach. It's a common issue at most law firms that lawyers just don't produce thought leadership as frequently as their leadership and their marketing department want them to. There's many reasons why. Some don't have any ideas for thought leadership. Some are just too busy with billable work to sit down and create thought leadership content. And some just don't want to publish thought leadership content because they're not really interested in building a book of business. Yet law firm leaders and law firm marketers know how important thought leadership is to the firm's marketing and BD efforts, and obviously to individual attorneys' marketing and BD efforts. So what exactly is a law firm to do? Well, they can steal this motivational technique from McKinsey. I recently listened to a podcast with Raju Narasetti, who is the global publishing director at McKinsey Company. He was talking about how McKinsey motivates its consultants to produce a fair amount of thought leadership every week, every month, and every year. And he said that when the firm is evaluating consultants for promotion purposes, and as they move up the ranks, a fairly significant part of how the firm's leadership measures a consultant's contribution to McKinsey is the knowledge they contribute. Are consultants actually coming up with good insights from their client matters, their client projects, and are they making an effort to put that knowledge out there? So that's created a bit of a built-in incentive because McKinsey consultants are incentivized to produce thought leadership content. There is an incentive for them to think more strategically and more proactively about thought leadership. What lessons can they draw from the client service that they are providing? What lessons can they draw from how they have helped their clients resolve their matters? So just like McKinsey, law firms can incentivize associates and partners to produce thought leadership. They can pay them more if they produce more thought leadership. They can pay them less if they don't hit a certain threshold for thought leadership. They can adjust the origination bonuses that partners get for bringing in new business if that business was created by thought leadership. You can imagine a great way to incentivize attorneys to produce thought leadership that brings in clients is to pay them more when their thought leadership has brought in clients. Now, I realize there's a counter argument here, which is that a lot of consultant work is project-based. There's a fixed fee, maybe it's performance-based. They don't have the same kind of hourly concerns as attorneys do in terms of billing, thus forcing attorneys to produce thought leadership and incentivize them to do so actually is harmful to the overall business because you're losing billable hours. But guess what? I don't believe that for a second. Many attorneys are already producing thought leadership. Firms can incentivize attorneys to produce a certain level of thought leadership, either directly or with the help of an internal or external ghostwriter that's in line with the amount of thought leadership that the firm believes is the average amount of thought leadership, or that is a quote-unquote good level of thought leadership. They don't have to, they being the attorneys, don't have to produce thought leadership every day or even every week. They can be incentivized to produce a reasonable amount of thought leadership that the firm's marketing team and the firm's leadership believe is necessary to get those attorneys' names out there and to meaningfully contribute to the firm's marketing and business development efforts. There are many attorneys who have built large books of business without thought leadership, but I think we can all agree thought leadership is a core component of law firm marketing and business development. For law firms that want to get more thought leadership out of their attorneys, that want to create more robust thought leadership programs, they could do a whole lot worse than looking to McKinsey for inspiration for a program that incentivizes their attorneys to produce thought leadership. If you want to learn best practices for how to create the kind of thought leadership that brings in client matters and opens the door for ongoing client projects, check out lawfirmeditorialservice.com. We have more than 450 blog posts, videos, and podcast episodes that can help you do just that.